Hey everyone! We are starting this week's vlog with a Trader Joe's haul because why not? Everyone loves Trader Joe's. First off, of course, I picked up my weekly bundles of flowers. I had to get 4 this time because the last time I got 2 and the vases were really sparse and I realized that I have a lot of vases to fill. So I picked up 4. I got some filler bundles. Oh, actually I picked up 5. 2 filler bundles and then 3 flower ones. And after this, guys, I'm gonna be done with flowers for a little bit because I'm spending so much money on flowers every week and no one even comes to visit me. So it's okay though. It's really nice to have and it actually makes me really happy. But anyway, I'm also trying to be a better plant mom, as you know. So I picked up this pothos plant and hopefully this one gets really long. I would love to transfer this plant into my hanging planter and then have it like hang really long, and then I'll move my pilea plant to a different pot. So that's the plan with that. We also picked up some bananas, these Thai banana fritters. They're so good, and now that I have an air fryer, I'm gonna use my air fryer for them and I think they'll get really nice and crispy. I'm also making some strawberry bread, so I had to pick up some strawberries for that. I also got some milk for the bread. I don't drink cow's milk, but I got that. And some other baking things. So I needed powdered sugar, baking powder, butter, and I think that's all I needed for the bread. I have everything else. Oh my gosh, you guys. They had watermelon and peach macaroons. I just had to try it. I needed it. They look so cute. They're like multicolored, so hopefully this is a nice treat. I really love their other one that's like, it's got coconut, pistachio, like a whole bunch. It's a variety, but this one sounded really good for summer too. And then I picked up this sparkling watermelon juice. I saw it on someone's video and I had to try it because they were raving about it. And last but not least, I got yogurt, some Greek yogurt, and oat creamer. This is the brown sugar oat creamer. And I'm sure you all know this by now, but I don't drink coffee, but I thought that this would be nice for like a chai latte. So if I do a chai and then add this creamer, maybe it could be a good combo. So we will see. I just had to try it. And it's like a little jug, so I don't feel too bad about it. But yeah, that's really it for my haul. The Greek yogurt, I'm actually gonna make a little dip for some apples, so you'll see that in a second because I'm actually really hungry. I have not had breakfast, so this is gonna be so delicious, I'm sure. I saw this recipe on an Instagram reel. All right, the apples are all cut up and I'm ready to make my little dip. Oh, by the way, you guys, I haven't introduced you to my new air fryer. She is the Instant Vortex Mini. I love that it's the perfect size for just one. It kind of has a small basket inside, so you have to either cut up your food pretty small or just make one portion at a time, but I really like how it cooks. I think it does the food really well. So there's my little air fryer. Now let's do the dip. I picked this vanilla yogurt, but you can do any kind of Greek yogurt or plain yogurt. We're gonna need 1/2 cup of that. So I'm just measuring it out. Okay, that's good. Then it says to add 1 to 2 teaspoons of maple syrup. But since I use the vanilla yogurt, which is pretty sweet, I'm just going to do 1. And then finally, I'm going to add my peanut butter. It calls for 3 to 4 teaspoons. So let's see. There's 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna mix that up first and see if it needs any more. That smells so good. I cannot wait to try this. It is safe to say that was delicious. I just ate it all up, but I took a few of my vases out so that I can go ahead and make my flower arrangements. I'm not gonna show the whole process on camera just because I've done it so many times, but I will show you the end result. For the first vase, I added these flowers here, the red set. They're still going to bloom and it's going to be a lot fuller and nicer, but I have to wait a few days for that. So I just put that on my entryway, and then still have not finished this frame. But then I have these flowers over here with my little dining table set up, and I really like how they look with the baby's breath. And then over here is where I put the other set of flowers, the other arrangement. I love how the red and yellow looks together, and those will also bloom more as the days pass, so those are really nice. And then I have the last vase in my room. Alrighty guys, I told you I was working on my fitness, so I'm here in this little boxing gym with my trainer. This is Peruvian Hawk. He's gonna be showing me some Muay Thai. I'm ready. Just got back from the gym. Muay Thai is no joke, let me tell you guys. I was sweating, I was like feeling dizzy at one point. I needed to take a break, but it was really good. I feel very strong, so I'm really happy that I tried it. It's always good to give things a try at least once. And the only other thing that I've done that's kind of similar, not really to that, is kickboxing. I've done that before with like ClassPass, and I really liked it. So I might be doing that again, but I also did like a little elliptical thing afterwards, so I am wiped. You can hear that I'm out of breath. But I did just get a notification that a package is here, so let's go ahead and bring that in together. This is exciting, you guys. I'm pretty sure it's my Zara mirror that I told you I was getting for this little console that's behind me. So I'm gonna go ahead and just shower, and then I will open it afterwards. All right, I definitely needed that shower. Now we are getting ready to open this bad boy up and see what's inside. I hope it was well packaged because I really don't want a broken mirror. Wow guys, she's thick. All right. This is the mirror. It's like an asymmetrical shape, and it's got a thick frame. My pond mirror actually didn't have a frame at all, so I'm really excited. This should be pretty simple to hang because it has all these like hooks, but it is actually pretty heavy, and I originally was thinking I could use command strips just like I did with my pond mirror, but since this one is probably even heavier than that, I might just use nails and see how that works. But yeah, I'm very happy with the shape and the size. It feels like it'll be perfect in the space. I don't know guys, I picked it up again, and I really think it's gonna take more than just a few screws to put it into the wall, so I might have to anchor it in. And I'm thinking this might be a job for more than just me, so I might have to wait on it. But I'm really excited about how the mirror looks, and I think it's gonna go perfectly right up here. This is exactly where I want it. All right, so now I'm just gonna go ahead and marinate some chicken for later. I like to prep my chicken a few hours in advance at least. You're gonna need to clean your chicken first, and then you're gonna wanna squeeze about half of a lemon right into the bowl. I like my chicken very lemony. I think that gives it a really nice flavor. So then we're gonna start off with some salt and some pepper. And then I also add a good amount of garlic powder, oregano, and then some of that chili lime seasoning from Trader Joe's. So here's what that looks like. I'm gonna just go ahead and mix it all up, and then if it feels like it's not completely coated, I might add some more. Like right now, this looks like it could use some more lemon juice. So we'll just go ahead and squeeze some more of that onto it. And this chicken I will probably throw in the air fryer, so the more saturated the better, because the air fryer tends to dry it out a little bit. So I am not too worried about it being super saturated. I actually prefer that. And then I just throw this in a Ziploc bag and I refrigerate it for a few hours or even overnight, and it's ready to go the next day. Okay, I'm here with the fam. Got my sister and my mom who's about to run me over. All good. We are headed to HomeGoods because we were in the area, and there's a HomeGoods over here, back down that way, and then also a TJ Maxx across the street and a Target down the block. So you know I have to hit all three. So I'll see if I find any good things and then I can take you along with me. I have these big beads. They are only $19.99, not bad for this huge thing. This is also kind of cool, this little stand. I feel like this is on trend at the moment. It is $24.99, so definitely under retail price. Pretty good. They also carry it in black. And these bowls have a kind of interesting shape. Looks like they're candle holders. I've been trying to think of ways to add more color into the space, and I'm kind of interested in this pillow, but I'm not sure if it goes with the rest of my home. I think a nice pale yellow could look nice, but I'm also a little on the fence. Another color I thought about adding would be like a green like this, which I do like. This pillow is 30 bucks, not terrible. And it's like this nice velvety kind of suede material. And for those of you who asked me where I got my stool, I actually got it from TJ Maxx, the one that I keep in the bathroom, but this one is a really nice one as well. And I kind of am considering it for my living room because I want to add more wooden tones and natural elements. So this is really nice. This is a cute little outdoor bistro set. I really like the chairs. And I don't know how much it costs, but the table is $2.50. I really like this bench. It's definitely on trend. It's $150. I know I don't have any space for it at home, but it's really pretty. So I've been thinking about getting a blanket basket since I sold my old one because it was just too big. It took up too much floor space. And I'm currently deciding between these two. What do you guys think? Now I'm seeing this one, which is kind of a combination between this one and that one. And I kind of like it, but my sister is thrown off by this wrapping on the top. We made it to the Target, and immediately when we walked in, we saw a subscriber.
So cute.
Shout out to you, Veronica. That was the best.
So cute. So sweet.
She didn't want to be on camera, but we met, and it was really sweet. This is only like the second time anyone's ever recognized me. I'm walking away. My sister's being crazy, but this is the only the second time that anyone's ever.
The panty aisle. Yo.
Okay, apparently we're in the panty aisle, so we have to go somewhere else to film.
That's awesome.
I'm back home, and I didn't end up getting too much, but I figured I could just show you since I did the little walkthrough of the stores. From TJ Maxx, I picked up this mortar and pestle, which I'm really excited that I found because in my last video, I think where I was showing you the strawberry matcha, I didn't actually have one, so I was just kind of figuring it out any way that I could, but this one was only $6, so that's a really good deal. And then I got some stove and oven cleaner. From Target, I also picked up some cleaning products. I got some OxyClean, Cascade Platinum for my dishwasher, and then I also picked up some Mod Podge spray. I've never used this, but I figured I'd try it. Tide to Go, which you always need, and then lastly, just a few hair products. So that is the haul. I didn't pick up the basket. I didn't pick up the stool because I really just want to be very specific with the things that I'm bringing in since it is still a small space and I'm still moving things around. For example, if we come over to my room, I remember I told you guys that this mirror is gonna have to go back into my living room once my cabinet comes. So I'm gonna need to make space for that somewhere, and I was thinking of having it in that corner there, how I had it in my last apartment, just because I don't know where else to put it. There's not enough space between the chair and the TV stand. And I could lean it up against this wall like I had it before, but I just don't want it to take up that much floor space over here. So I'm still figuring things out in the living room, and until I do, I don't want to keep bringing in small things and then either having to return them or not knowing where to put them. I also forgot to show you guys that I picked up these like sturdy picture hanging nails. They can hold up to, I think, like 100 pounds. So I think I will be able to put up my mirror today, which is great. I'm gonna prep the area and just get everything out of the way so we can get right to it. Is up and it looks perfect. Honestly, I couldn't be more happy with the way it turned out. I love the shape, the size is great. I think it really just anchors this space as the entryway, so I'm very happy with this. And I also highly recommend this Zara mirror. It's very good quality. And here's one final look at it now that the area is styled again. I really think it just completes the space, and I ideally wouldn't have a dresser in my entryway, but this helps it feel more like a console rather than a dresser in the middle of my entrance. So I really like that. All right, so it's a little while later and I now have company. So we're gonna do some cooking tonight. We are making penne alla vodka, but I didn't have penne, so we're gonna do cavatappi instead. And we are just prepping all the ingredients. I don't know why we made so many onions, but that is on its way, and then we have the water starting to boil. So that's what's for dinner tonight. I'll show you how it looks once it's all done. Dinner for 8. Alrighty, dinner is served. It looks so good. We ended up doing a little garlic bread as well with some sourdough. Came in through with the lighting, so good. We also added some chicken, so hopefully it tastes just as good as it looks.